When I was a girl in convent school, there was one warm spring when we got in the habit of stretching out in the arbors and courtyards and patios at lunchtime, and we would kind of roll up our skirts a little bit above our knees and roll our sleeves up above our shoulders. And the principal made us stop. So we asked the student body officers to bring it up at their next meeting with the faculty and administration, and they did, and there was a line on the agenda that said, laying in the sun. Well, the principal got to that item, and she said, whoever wrote this, it should be lying. And as we all contemplated the actual meaning of what was written down there, a few embarrassed snickers went around the room. Well, there's your high-stakes thrill for a convent school, but you might have a serious need to communicate, and if you want more confidence and you're mystified by these two words, this is how they're used properly. Okay, too long didn't watch. Lay takes an object and lie does not. Here's what that means. When you use this word, you need two things, a layer and a layee. The layer is the subject and the layee is the object. So, subject lays object. Easy example, chicken lays egg. Let's look at a few more examples. Ancient Greece laid the foundation of Western civilization. Bill and Joe laid their parents to rest. Feuding neighbors are laying their differences aside to help the fire victims. We plan to lay our objections before the board. And as for lie, it's just subject lies. And you can always say something about where or how, like the subject lies down, the subject lies in my arms, the subject lies at rest. But I want you to understand expressions like that, down, in my arms, at rest, are not objects. They're not things. They just describe how or where or when the lying was done. And a little more information, phrases like that are called adverbs or adverb phrases. And by the way, something I always want to point out, if you can get your head around subjects and verbs, you will have the vast majority of your English problems solved. And some examples with lie, you may sit, stand, or lie. When I'm tired, I lie down. After the accident, people were lying on the ground. The evidence lies all around us. So why are these words so hard? Well, obviously, it's because they're so similar in sound and meaning. And there's a complication. The past tense of lie is lay. That's right. Let's look at these examples. Today, the cat lies in the sun. Yesterday, the cat lay in the shade. It looks a little strange, but it's correct. So that's the past tense of lie. For the sake of thoroughness, the past tense of lay is laid. Today, Sue lays the table. Yesterday, Jack laid the table. So, lie, she lies in bed. She lay in bed. She has lain in bed. Lay, she lays the forks and knives in the wrong place every time I ask her to set the table. She laid the forks and knives in the same place even after I showed her how to do it. She had laid the forks and knives in the wrong place before we realized it. So how can you remember this? Well, I think the easiest way is to just keep in mind familiar expressions like let sleeping dogs lie, and you can't lay a glove on her. Although lie is the word you're probably going to have more problems with, that's the one you're probably going to misuse and use lay when you should be saying lie. Like this. Lay, lady, lay. Yeah, that should actually be lie, lady, lie. And in fact, to really make it sound like English, it would be lie down, lady, lie down. But that doesn't really go with the music, so let's give Bob Dylan a pass. Do you want to take a quiz to cement all that in your mind? Just 4 questions. First, I thought we had laid that matter to rest. The broken pipe was lying underground. The suspect refused to lie down. The smoke alarm went off as the baby lay in his crib. How did you do If you want more help with this, or if there are any other mysteries that are bothering you and keeping you from communicating with confidence, just let me know. Oh, and the principal stuck to her guns and she wouldn't let us lie in the sun, so we all had to enter the summer with two-tone legs.